It was the Thursday after, and the police were still combing the Wilkins living room. Tracy watched from the window as rain traced jagged lines down the glass, remembering the wine, the murmurs, the sound each woman's laugh had made bouncing off the sunflower wallpaper. The scent of cheap Pinot lingered in the air, laced now with harsh cleansing chemicals, and something else beneath their noses, a sharp copper note. She wiped her hands on her apron and feigned a shudder. Anything to seem fragile, persecuted. She had told them exactly what was expected. The strange man glimpsed sometimes in the rear-view mirror, the cold prickle of eyes at her back, the misplaced garden shears. She described panic, the desperate calls to her husband, always away on business, always absent, with trembling lips. She recounted how she'd swung the bat when she saw the masked man turn on Margaret, how he moved so quickly, how she fell and survived only by hiding in the pantry until the morning light. Each memory more vivid, reshaped, each retelling. The detective had sat on her chevron pillow, notebook in hand, steady eyes boring into her. "And you're sure you didn't know him?" She'd shaken her head, voice raw. No, I didn't. None of us did." The lie settled into the room's silence, like dust. What she could never share was how, in the cool hush of night, she bristled at the women's tight laughter, their fake concern, the way they passed judgment behind polite smirks. How she'd waited until late, until old grievances churned with the wine, twisting resentment into an unstoppable force. The weight of it stunned her, that frail resolve made monstrous behind a friendly smile. At night, alone, the silence in her house grew thick. Sometimes she heard the women's voices, half-remembered fragments, floating through the vents, snatches of novels and secrets unburied. She saw figures at the edge of her yard, pausing behind hedges, faces just beyond the shimmer of the porch light. She'd convinced everyone, even her own shaking hands, that the stalker was real. So why did she wake with the chill of hands at her throat, the metallic taste of fear slicing her tongue? One evening, after the house had gone dark, Tracy spotted muddy prints trailing up the steps. She cleaned them, of course. That's what moms do. Later in bed, she heard a creak outside her door, the suggestion of a heel pivoting, enormous and deliberate. Tracy held her breath, paralyzed, wondering if perhaps her story had conjured something real from the night. A stalker formed of shared guilt, born from every whispered lie, hungry for a truth hidden by her own hands. As the doorknob slowly turned, she understood she might never be alone again.